Congratulations on becoming a Mandrake.
Thank you.
If you had to explain what a Mandrake is in your own words, what is it?
I don't know. I see it much more as a creature. Like when you see the little posters and whatnot, he's like flying and whatnot. So my fault there. I see him more of a creature that's different. He does things that people can't do.
Right. And if you had one word to describe it, what would it be?
If I had one word to describe it, I would say powerful. Powerful.
I mean, is that something you think about after you have a game like that against Cal? Like, I might be the Mandrake, or does it even enter your mind?
No. It really doesn't. I think I was one of those guys who told myself if I was to get Mandrake, I wouldn't wear it. I'd just go out there in normal gear and whatnot. But Coach Herm kind of stressed it and the importance of it, and the team players just seem like they to be coming around as far as that thing. It's been a goal. People want to get the Mandrake, and so I was definitely honored to be able to wear that jersey this week.
I don't know if you look, but you look at your stats, the first 5 games of 2018, they're really similar to 2019. Obviously, the game against Oregon State kind of skews the yards, but touchdowns, both receiving and rushing, are very, very similar. Do you feel as good as you did the first 5 games now compared to the first 5 games of 2018?
Yeah, I mean, that's why I feel like there's really no stress. I mean, all it takes is it's one play, one game, and it changes everything. And so the main thing is winning games. You win games, the rest is going to take care of it. So
on Friday night, that first touchdown run, you're in the end zone and you still seek the contact. You did kind of the same thing in the U of A game last year. What's the deal with finishing the runs in that?
The U of A game, that was because it was U of A. They were doing a lot of talking after tackling, and so I was kind of just feeling it. I think just this past week, I was praying Brandon let him go in the end zone. That's one of their best players, and I feel like to set the tone, you've got to go at one of them, and that was what I was trying to do there.
I know it's one under the bridge, but you look at the U of A game, are you surprised you didn't get any taunting penalties in that game?
I mean, I don't know. I think the referees understood, and they knew it was more of a game like that. It was going to be a little bit more chippy. There was going to be a little bit more talking and stuff like that. And so there was at times where the referees came up to me and would tell me to tone it down and whatnot. And so, yeah, that's that.
That's our last touchdown. You said to calm down.
No, I think that one was more so, I got it from Saquon Barkley, actually. I think he scored in an overtime win versus Minnesota a couple years back, and he was just basically telling everyone, don't worry about it, we've got it. And so that's kind of where I got that from.
When you went back and looked at the last drive for the touchdown against Cal, what were your thoughts looking at that drive over it?
Really, I just think players are making plays. There was times where I think we were behind the chains or third and long situation, and Jaden was able to pick up first down. We had Coach Likens, he called a great third down call in which I was able to get out and sneak. We haven't called that play this year, and I thought that was the perfect time to use it. We got the first down to keep going, and so I just think everyone's on the same page here at this point. We're working with the offensive line. We're getting them more comfortable. I think Jaden, he's now in his 5th game. He's getting more comfortable and more confident when throwing the ball, and so I think we're on the right page and heading in the right direction.
Are you talking about the pass you caught?
What's that?
The play on the pass you caught, or one of the runs?
Yeah, the play where I was able to get out and on the pass, yes.
But with the offensive line, I mean, obviously the Michigan State game coming together, how do you feel that their communication is with each other, but even with you, now that you're through 3 games playing that way?
I think really having Cole back at center helps a lot, just because of the continuity we've been having since even last year, and being able to understand what he wants and what I want at the same time. And so if I see something at the line, I'll walk up to the line and tell Cole, like, let's check this and go back here, just because there's probably something that I've seen on film that, or this guy's not going to blitz, and so let's put me on him so I can get out in the route and stuff like that. And so I just think having that senior veteran offensive line group, as far as Cole Cabral, you've got Steve Miller, Roy at times, and Alex Lasoya helps a lot.
Any chance you're going to teach Jaden how to do the spin move when he runs the ball?
No, not really. I think we do a good job of opening things up, and he does a good job of knowing when to run, and so he does that. He picks and chooses his times, and those times are crucial. And so I'm not going to tell him how to run the ball. He's doing a very good, fine job of it.
But for you, how much it helps, even going back to last year with Manny, who ran the ball a lot and ran it effectively, and this year having Jaden, how much does it help you as a running back?
So there's times then Jaden's been able to pull the ball and run, and so I feel like our games are able to complement each other.
Is there a difference too in their running styles? It seems like Jaden is really good at getting down and sliding, getting out of bounds, where Manny was hurdling everyone.
Yeah, I think Manny was a little bit more unpredictable when he was running. You didn't know necessarily which direction he was going to and how to block for it. So they're a little bit different, like you said. Manny likes to hurdle and whatnot. Jaden goes down, and so that's just something new that I'm learning with this quarterback.
With the HBO debut coming up, how are you guys staying grounded? Is that a distraction, or how do you feel about it?
Really, I think I'm more excited about the Atlanta Falcons coming to practice here than I am about HBO, because I honestly don't know. I just know that there's going to be cameras around, and so that's not going to affect me. I'm just going to keep doing what I do.
Are you paying attention to the fair pay?
A little bit. I actually had a presentation in one of my classes that I did on that, and so I know a little bit of what's going on.
What kind of your thoughts? Does it feel like the time has come?
Really, I'm sort of indifferent. I see the sides, I see pros and I see cons, and so that's not for me to decide. I'm at Arizona State. That bill, as of now, has no effect on me, and also it's effective January 1st of 2023. So I'll be long gone, so I'm not even worried about that.
You know, someone in the locker room, a teammate that you think would make a good future football coach?
Football coach? I'm not sure, because I think when you think of football coach, I feel like you have to have an aspiration, or have aspirations to be a coach. Not necessarily not seeing people being coaches. I see people like Frank Darby, probably a strength coach. I could see that. Or just even guys like Kyle Williams. I feel like he loves the game a lot, even though he's got his doctor stuff going on. I feel like he really loves football, and so wouldn't be surprising to see him back in this game at the end of his time. No, I don't think I could be a coach. That's never, no, sir. I could never be a coach. I don't think I could ever be an agent. Probably those are two things and a school teacher. I don't think I could do that. Any of those.
So you just don't have patience. Huh?
It's not that. Maybe so. Maybe it's not necessarily patience. I guess it's not in my range of being comfortable, I guess.
When you did that presentation, did you come to a conclusion for the presentation? Or?
I did not come to a conclusion. I think really my job was to research and basically explain to the class what was going on. California has that bill that they proposed. New York also has one, in South Carolina. So basically, given the facts about that, the bill was signed and passed by the governor of California, which is Gavin Newsom, and it was passed 2 days ago now. And so it was basically there was no conclusion or end-all be-all.
It's just more, this is what's going on.
This is what's going on, and just basically, and at the end of the presentation, I was supposed to give my personal experience as far as what other people and players think around the program, not just here, but also in the whole country.
What's the biggest difference in your role approaching the line of scrimmage and communicating with Cole this year versus last year, where you've got a veteran quarterback in Manny, and how much do you communicate with Jaden and assist him in understanding the protections there?
I think last year helped a lot. I didn't really have to be vocal because we had guys like Manny Wilkins. There was also Nikhil, who was pretty vocal when it came to being on the field. This year, I felt like I had to take more of a role of being vocal and step up, and I feel like I'm comfortable enough in the offense and what we've got going on that I know what's going on and what's taking place, and how we can check a play to make it check it a certain direction because we've got numbers and stuff like that.
What makes you go up there, and what triggers you going to talk to Cole?
I think it's just trust that the coaches have, and just them coaching me. I think Coach Christensen, I meet with him quite a bit, and he does a good job of explaining some things to me. Coach Mawai as well, and also Coach Iguana.
After last year's success, this year you're being relied on a lot more. In the Pac-12 in touches, you're towards the top of the country in total carries. What have you seen as far as your role? Have you seen any changes, and what do you feel about having touches this much at this rate?
I feel like I just want to win the game. I think that's just the main goal of everything. When we go into it, we don't look at how many carries is Eno going to get. I think when you do look at it, a lot of that last game of the 29 touches, it came from 4-minute offense, trying to run the clock out, goal line situations on the 1-yard line, and stuff like that. So I think at the end of the day, it's more about wins than carries.
What class is that for?
Marketing 441.
And let's pretend it's 2023.
2023.
What if there was a reasonable system where you could get some, even if they put it in a trust or something that you got, I mean, you wouldn't turn it down, would you?
No, but I feel like at the same time, you got to look at our 17-year-olds or 20-year-olds, are they mature enough to handle that type of money? Those are questions that you got to look at. And then you see you're going to have to put someone in trust of your money. You got to start dealing with agents. You got to start dealing with family and people who might come into your life because you have money. So there's a lot of other situations you got to look at when dealing with that. And so 2023, like I said, I'll be long gone by then. I won't have to worry about it.
Hopefully you'll be in the NFL making plenty of money.
Yeah. So
so you won't have to worry about it.
Exactly. Yeah. Yes, sir.
What obviously coming off of win over Cal, but a bye week, how is it for you? And I mean, the other guys is leading the team to kind of keep the freshmen practicing crisp. Because me coming to a bye week, not that you don't want to practice hard, but did you guys kind of talk to them before starting practice this week?
No. I think in our team meeting, I think we had a pretty good understanding of what was needed to be done. We were somewhat in this position last year. We control our own destiny, and I feel like with this veteran group, we're pressing that because we knew how last season ended up. And so when you go out there, I feel like people are practicing. They're still practicing hard, even though it's a bye week, getting ready for next week. We know Washington State was on the bad side of last week's game, and so they're going to come ready to play, and we've got to match their intensity.
Have you watched any film on them yet?
I have, yeah. Yes, sir.
What have you seen so far?
They like to do a lot of stuff. They bring a lot of different stuff at you as far as blitz and twisting, and so we kind of run some stuff similar to our defense, and so just being able to get out there and see it will help when the game time comes.